My new Motorola Fold came with a pen or stylus. So we're going to take a look at this stylus real closely and see how it compares to something like the Honor Magic V5 and its stylus. And maybe by the end, we can determine which one is better. Let's go. So this is the stylus for the Honor Magic V5, and it comes in a carrying case like this. And sits in there really nice, but it does not charge in this case. A matter of fact, this is a rather large case, and in order to charge this one, you have to plug in the USB-C, as you can see right there. So that's one negative to this. And it does have the pocket clip, so that's nice if you have a pocket, but I don't typically have pockets. And me, notoriously, if I put a pen in my pants pocket, I lose it. I always lose it. Now, this is what the pen comes in for the Motorola Fold. So let's check this out. Check, it comes out, and this charges it, and you can recharge this right here with the USB-C. So this thing actually holds a charge for, I'm not sure how long or what the battery size is of it. Maybe I should have done my research. We'll find out at some later date. But you can see it's got the nice little Motorola symbol right there. But this thing will charge this little pen, and check that out. That's more along the size of a pen like we have in the S25 Ultra or the S26 Ultra series. I think it's, of course, a little bit bigger, but still, it's nice and thin. And when you compare them side by side on the table, that's a crazy big difference. So now let's go ahead and see how they work. Let's turn this on, and look at that. Automatically, it wants to connect. So let's go ahead and hit connect, and it recognizes it because this thing is fully charged. You can see there's a button there. It just lit up. And take a tour. Why not? Let's do a quick tour. It says get access to notes. Well, that's pretty nifty. Just by touching the screen. So then there's a next one is screen recorder. That's really nice. I do a lot of screen recording. If you've seen any of my videos, this is really cool. You can do it with the pen instead of having to drop down and find that button. And hover to magnify. That's slick. And then, of course, your settings. You can now ready to use this powerful tool, the perfect tool for pens. Okay. Now, this is small enough that there's no reason why they can't make a case for that. I mean, look at that. That would be slick. So I'm betting that eventually they'll come out with a case for it. Look at that. That's actually below the camera bumps or the cameras themselves. So they could easily make a case for this that this actually fits in. And probably because it charges, someone can actually make a charging case because of the wireless connection here. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're out there and you're a manufacturer, get it done. Make me a case for this pen. That would be cool. Now, let's check it out. So now back to the pen. You can see here, there's a symbol right here on the screen. You click on it, and you've got all those options we just reviewed. Click anywhere on the screen, it disappears, and I think that'll shrink up. But as you can see, it works just fine. And I think that's cool. Will it remotely take a picture? Okay, let's take this thing. Let's click. Started recording because I was on video. Okay, now I'm on photos. Go ahead and click. It just took the photo. So that is really slick. So that's something that, of course, the Samsung Z Fold doesn't have. It doesn't even have a pen. And the Ultra series, the S Ultra series, they took away that capability. So we've got it here with the Bluetooth. I'm loving that. Now let's do something productive here. Now I do a lot of my own thumbnails, and I like to use an app called Sketchbook where you can actually draw. And check this out. This is something no other foldable to do except for the Honor Magic. You can go ahead and open it up, and you can use it on the internal screen. Let's go ahead and set this down, and we'll show you how this works. And we can do the same thing over there on the Honor. So in this is one of my thumbnails. You can see right here, my wife took the picture, but in order to really make it look good, I want to remove her from that picture. So I did a screenshot, which you can see here, and I took this screenshot and I added it in. And it's really cool because this pen makes it really simple. With this right here, you can use this tool here, and you can actually move it around. And this thing actually is square, but with this tool, you can actually make it fit exactly the way you want it right there, as you can see there. So then it looks natural. So isn't that cool? And it's hard to do that with your finger. I mean, check this out. My finger, I can't see the corner. It's really hard. With this, oh, makes it so much simpler. So this is a great tool that I will use when I do thumbnails like this. So let's go ahead and do annotation with this thing. Check it out. I'm going to go ahead and go here to my news feed. Let's open up an article. This is perfect. So I've got a lot of white screen here. Let's go ahead and hit this. We're going to hit annotate. Okay. Now you've got all these tools right here. Check it out. I can change the color. It's the writing tool, highlight. So let's say if I want to highlight something, I can highlight this right here. That's a little thin. I guess I can add the thickness. right here by long pressing that, and now it's thicker. Okay, there we go. Now you can highlight that. I can go to pen here, and on my pen, I can just write on the screen. Okay, that's really cool. And of course, you can always change the color. And this is the coolest thing. Check it out. I'm still on the page. I can go ahead and continue and read stuff and mark up a image or whatever. And then when I want to keep it, all I have to do is hit this download arrow. And what does it do? Yeah, there you go. Save to annotated folder in photos. Is that slick or what? And then, of course, if I want to clear it, hit the back button and clear all. All right, now it's cleared. Now that annotation, that is a great feature. You can actually mark up the page and then save it instead of saving it as a page. Because what if you scroll down later and you want to mark something else up? I mean, you could do all this at once. I mean, that is really cool. And then, of course, there's screen record here. If I want to do some annotation or do some tutorials, I can take this and put it anywhere I want. So let's say there it is right there. It's recording the screen. And let's say I wanted to show you how to do this stuff. So right here, sketchbook, in case you're wondering, there's sketchbook, and save this. I could take and delete that. So I can show you how to do this stuff. Real simple. Here, add a photo. Go here to my photos. And as you can see, they're right there. And check that out. There's my sketchbooks right here. Okay, let's open that up. Look at that. There's my writing right there. And it's got the whole page on it. That is slick. And of course, this is layers. So you can actually take this and put it above there. That's just a quick thing on this app. So that is really cool. I can stop the recording, and now I've got a recording of what I just did. So that's cool, because if you just learn a new feature on your phone and you don't want to forget it, record it and repeat it. That way you don't have to worry about forgetting it. That's something, this works really well on my forgetter. So that'll be a great assistant for me. And then, of course, you have things like the magnifier there. But let's look at the settings real quick here. And you go right into settings, and here's its Pen Ultra. It has its own settings. You've got the toolbar. You can actually add things to the toolbar. It looks like all features are already there. So that's cool. And then pen controls. You can adjust long press for annotate. Okay. And then knock dock. Flip the pen and double tap. What does that mean? Oh, check it out. And I'll do a screenshot. Check it out right there. Screenshot. Love it. Nice shortcuts. These are shortcuts I haven't seen on any other pen. That is really cool. And then you have your button controls here, and you can do the camera, and it's already turned on to take the shots or start the recording. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and try out the Honor Magic pen. Turn that off. There we go. And check it out. Works on the front screen. There you go. Open it up. Works on the internal screen just as well. And you can go right back, return to the screen. So that's great. Now see if we can take photos with this remotely. Let's open up camera here. Here on camera, I'm going to press the button. Nothing happens. No photo. Okay, it doesn't work. Let's go to video. See, it happens. As you can see, I don't use the pens that much, and especially this one because it's so bulky. I mean, if you try to tie this to this phone, okay, it's going to be raised up quite a bit. As you can see, it's hiding the camera. So that's not going to work. So I don't care, because I lose these things when I put them in my pocket, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm not that familiar with it. So maybe there's a setting that'll turn that on, but out of the box, it does not work. And how about triggering me a menu here? Press the button. There's the menu. Okay. Magic Portal. We go to settings. It's got simple settings, gestures, you can print style, double tap. Okay. Switch to current tool or erase. So that's interesting. So what if I open up a browser here and I want to go somewhere? So let's type in, what if I write in, this is just not very intuitive here. Okay, well, I can go to the same app here, Sketchbook, and I can do some sketching with the app here, or I can move things around here, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and add another image to this real quick. And, as you can see, I can move this image around. I can shrink it. I'm supposed to be able to shrink it. No, I can't grab any corners. I can't really do anything with it. I guess if I do this, then I can grab the corners and maneuver it. So that's interesting that, it works in the same way as far as that. And look at the tip on this thing. The tip is huge compared to the tip on the pen that came with the Motorola Fold. So that's quite a bit of difference, folks. But I think now you see why I didn't care this much. It doesn't seem to function a whole lot. Even now, I know there's probably a lot of you saying, well, how about the one for the Oppo Find N6? Well, I didn't order it. It's hard to get. And I like the fact that it does come on the case. And if it's small like this one, I could see how that would work. although it's still hiding the cameras on these because they are so thin. So that was just a quick look at the pen or the stylus, or what does Motorola call it? The Pen Ultra. Now, I promise you I will dig in deeper and give me some tips if you already have the pen or the Honor Magic, and let me know what am I missing. I'm going to try and learn more about it, so when I do the comparison between the two phones, I can actually give you more information. So right now, tell me what you think. Tell me what I missed down in the comments. If you like this video, do me a favor and smash that like button, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you get more information and more videos as I continue to review the Motorola Fold. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.